Hi, my name's Andrew Champley, and I'm homeschooled, and I go to 180. Does that work?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Um, I was born into a household that would consider themselves Catholic, but we didn't really practice anything. We would go to church on Christmas or Easter and all that, but besides that, we wouldn't really actually be within the religion and practicing it. As I progressed in my middle school life, I kind of fell into the wrong crowd and really was not involved in great things, and my life from there took a kind of wrong turn from me being just a normal kid to a kind of destructive lifestyle that I grew up having. I had no desire for God after I left CCD, and I wouldn't care about it in the first place anyway, but as I got older, I started resenting religion, and I just wanted to be on my own and kind of my own person. So I didn't really believe in God, and every time I would hear something about it, I would just push it aside and not think anything of it, and just think people who believed in God are weird and crazy. Uh, by the time I was 17, my kind of life was broken in every way. My family life wasn't too good. I didn't really have many friends anymore. I didn't really look forward to anything in my life, and I was at a really low point. But my friend invited me to go to 180, and I decided just to go just because I had nothing better to do on a Wednesday night. And first time I got there, it was weird because people just ran up to me and greeted me and welcomed me, and I thought that was really weird because I never really had that in my life before. And as we progressed through the night, we went up for worship, and I had no idea what that was. I grew up kind of in a Catholic home, and I wasn't really understanding why these 17-year-olds and kids my age would be singing and just glorifying God and with all their hearts. And I thought that was really weird, but also really cool that actually young people get together and do this kind of stuff. One night at 180, there was a sermon that was all about giving your life to Christ and just committing your life to Him, and just allowing Him to be in control of your life, and you no longer are. And this sermon affected me particularly because I was actually paying attention to it. Most nights I really wouldn't. I would just shrug off the message and just be there to hang out. I was alone, and that night I just felt like the message was being directed towards me. I felt like it was just a one-on-one between me and Daryl, and I really felt God working in that night, and I just prayed. I prayed after the message was over, and I gave my life to Christ. I surrendered to Him, but when I got home that night, it just didn't feel like it was official or that I actually did it. It wasn't until the following Sunday where I was going to church, and as I was going, the person I was going with asked me the question, "Where do I stand with God?" And I told her I don't know what that means. This thing happened on Wednesday, and I don't really know what else to do, and it didn't really feel like it was something official. And it was just a back and forth of questions and me answering, "I don't know, I don't understand this." Long story short, I really didn't know where I stood with God, and I was just standing there crying and trying to figure it out. Once the service ended, everyone left, and there was only the pastor talking to a couple people. The person I was with asked me, where do I stand with God a final time? And I said that I really want Him in my life. and I really want to be changed by Him. And so she prayed with me and walked me through it, and that morning I gave my life to Christ. Since I gave my life to Christ, I've been striving to be the best Christian I can, but it's not always that easy. There's always going to be tough times. There's always going to be hardships in front of you, but just having faith in God and just being strong with your faith is a very great way to get through it all. And it's a long, continuous journey, but at the end there's something great. Sometime in my future, I would like to be involved in youth ministry. I'd like to be a youth pastor and to just help out kids, and whether it's grade school or high school, I feel like I could really just serve other people and help them grow in their faith as they're young adults. It was an adult that invested in me and took time for me to help me get saved, and through that I've become a Christian. I've been very firm in my faith, and you can be that for other students. And I know that many students look for a leader or a teacher in their life, and they really appreciate it if one of you guys could invest time in them and to help them grow in their faith.